Alright, everyone. It's about time. Somebody just has to say something about the world that's run amok the way it has. Um, you know, we got kids depicting policy, a generation of youth that's had no structure from their parents, don't know right from wrong, up from down. I mean, really? Everybody thinks the AR-15 is what's going to end the world. We've got a society that I don't even know how to put it, but um, in 5 to 7 years, I predict that most likely you won't recognize anything you do today. There's there's a sheer lack of not wanting to work for a living, not doing an honest day's work for the dollar you make. Um, it's really disheartening. Liberals seem to think that they want to blame anyone who's next for the problems that might be out there, and it's a society thing. Has nothing to do with guns, has nothing to do with knives, baseball bats, cars, whatever it might be. Um, you really have to look within and the responsibility you have as an American to do what's right. And it's just, it's unbelievable what's going on right now. Um, if you're not preparing for something to come, then you're fooling yourself. Um, there will be extreme situations. I don't have all the answers, but I know when it comes right down to it, um, you're not going to trade gold for food. You're not going to trade gold for water, be that silver, nickels, whatever it might be. You got to make sure that you're prepared for almost anything. You need the ability to feed yourself. You need clean water. You need heat. You need medication, ways to sterilize things. And whatever that might be for you is what it is. Everybody's got different standards. Everybody's got different thinking. But to really block yourself into thinking that you're going to listen to everyone that's got the right answers, they're wrong. The answers are whatever you need for yourself. And believe me not, if someone comes to your door and they can't offer you something that helps you survive, they're a detriment. I wouldn't for 1 second take anyone in that couldn't help me fix, rebuild, feed, and or plant a crop, say. So in the hard times, you really need to remember who it is that's going to take care of you. And none of this comes without a lot of work and a lot of thinking and the ability to know what it is that you need at the end of the day. We've bordered ourselves in with technology. We've put ourselves in a place of dependency upon things that really don't mean anything. Um, I don't know how better to put it, but to think that society in itself will continue unless people are able to change their way of thinking, you're crazy. You're absolute and utter crazy. Um, the day of everyone getting up and going to work and doing the best they can is gone. Walmarts, for instance, half the time you want to check yourself out because you don't want to deal with the people on the other side. I mean, what does that tell you right there? I mean, eventually there'll be a robot doing the job. Or there'll be somebody 50, 60 years old dropping off a pile of food from a forklift simply because there's no one left to stock a shelf. There's no one left to check you out and or take money, real currency. It'll be all on plastic. And our healthcare system is in the shit. Money in general, green money, silver money, gold money, whatever it might be, is almost unheard of. We have a society that's dependent upon welfare. They simply think that just because their back hurts, their knee hurts, their foot hurts, that they don't need to go to work. There's a job for everyone. And the fact that hardworking Americans are keeping this line of craziness going is absolutely insane. We've got school systems that are filled with liberal Democrats that believe that everyone needs to be a doctor or a lawyer or anything like that, when we simply can't find people to drill a well, shingle a roof, fix a car, motorcycle, ATV, whatever it might be. We don't need doctors, lawyers, things like that. We need hardworking Americans. We need people that can do things that aren't taught in schools. Teachers will never be able to teach, because most of the time those who can't do end up teaching. They've never been in that field of work themselves, but they simply have a degree or a piece of paper that say they're trained to teach our future, when they failed themselves in their own. So there's no place left to put them but perhaps teaching, and all because of a degree. A person doesn't need to necessarily have a piece of paper to have a doctrine in mechanicals or electricians or plumbers. But we're losing these people faster and faster every day. There is a huge mass of baby boomers that will retire from doing anything. And what will happen then? We can't push a button on a computer to fix a roof, drill a well, any of it. So you really need to think about where you're headed, what you're teaching your children, and how you're going to prepare for a society that is not ready for any of it. Keep your friends close. Keep your ammunition stocked up. And by all means, don't think for a second that you can watch the news and know what's going on. Try to be in tune with what's happening every day around you, and watch for the small signs. The small signs will show you what is going to lead. And in that, I wish you all luck.